Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. It's midday money on Wednesday, the 19th. Man, we're almost out of June already. And then July, August, Hall of Fame game, preseason football, college football kickoff. Crazy. We got day action. A couple games going in about 20 minutes here. Detroit and the Braves. Reds, Pitt, St. Louis, Miami. All in the next 35, 40 minutes. And then a Philly San Diego game kicking off at 1. There you go. There you go, folks. We got baseball. Well, you know what? Let's not waste time here. On the X, at Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow. Please. Posted. They're posted out. We're not going to, we'll put them right in. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. I got to say, still licking my wounds from that Rockies game last night. I thought I had a 3-4 winning day on my hands because I had the Rockies, thinking that's a winner plus 165. White Sox at plus 180 was nice. Pitt under cash. I lost the Nats, Orioles, and Braves total, but I'm thinking, all right, it's okay. Kansas City run line. Again, 3-4, but we're making money. We have a plus 80 and a plus 180 plus 165. And that's how we go down to take my winning day away. Listen, depending on where you see me on the sites, number 1 in baseball, number 3 in baseball. Not a bad overall season. We are making money, although it was just a bad day yesterday. What am I going to do? 0-3 in the chat yesterday with our plays. Orioles, Twins run line, Mets run line. I was looking for those bigger paydays. We didn't get it, but again, we're still up. We are 100 and 103. We're up 230 because we like our plus dollar daddy menu items. Reds under today here in early action. Hunter, Green, Mitch Keller under the 8. Night action, 8 o'clock. Mets, Rangers. I thought about doing a Mets run line, but I did not get to that. I was like, you know what? Let's not get greedy. Well, especially after last night. We had 2 run line losers here in the video, and then a Rocky game I just felt sad about. Orioles again will come back on BLT plus 145 here. And T-Money and Mr. Numbers are going to lose their minds that we're not going to take Garrett Cole fresh off a minor league stint where he struck out 11 minor leaguers the last game. But am I impressed with strikeouts in a league where if you don't strike out 185 times, you're not considered a cool guy? So strikeouts are what they are. The guy could pitch. I mean, he could have 9 strikeouts in 3 innings and just throw, everything. Just strike after strike after strike. 9 pitches an inning. Won't make a difference. He's not pitching an entire game. Take the Orioles. Props. We dropped both props yesterday. 0 for 3. Rushman didn't get it done. Mateo, nothing. And Westberg, like the Yankees, dirty play. They wonder why Judge gets drilled. Well, Soto runs dirty plays and tries to break Jake Westberg's leg running into him like he thinks he's Albert Bell. So he gets 1 at bat for us yesterday in the props. 100 and 153. How about a plus 1495? We got to do better. Let's try to get this back up to 2 dimes today. Mets action. Nemo 2-1 plus $2. JD Martinez plus 125. Alonso at a plus 140 and Ventos at a plus 150. I wanted some Alvarez. He was not posted on DraftKings. Bad job, DraftKings. So there's that. We got 4 ribbies, Two sides of the total. And we have comments from the peanut gallery. Jesse Schul's looking. Anybody want Euro picks? He says, be careful. Germany hungry today. Weather could affect the game. I told him great call on the draw last night. I did take that draw. 50 for 175. It was a plus 310, I think I got on one of the sites. Romania plus 1.5 versus Belgium. Here we go. Romania. Do they wear Count Dracula? Is that where Romania is like? Or Transylvania is? Romania? T-Money says Jesse with a plus 1.5. Oh, he hits a yawn. He's like, wow, that's a rookie move, he says, taking a plus 1.5. What are the odds here? See, that's the thing. Is this like a crazy baseball kind of odd here, T-Money, for you to hit that? You're a soccer guy, T-Money. You like to venture out into the wilderness with this kind of stuff. Let's see what I got here. Keep going down. Euros. What was this again? Romania, Belgium. I don't even know where to find this stuff. What is this in? What league is this? I don't even have this. I don't even know where to look. Brio's in the house, my guy. How are you, Brio? Good to see you. Facebook in the house. Brio, Davis. No Rick Wad lately. I know Dennis. Lane Gretzky's joining us. Welcome, Lane. There's the win. You know what I should probably say? Why don't you hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. Winning Free Picks YouTube, Sean Higgs YouTube. Costs you nothing to be part of the Sean Higgs and Winning Free Pick family. Team Money. You like that plus 450 tennis last night? I have the over 2.5 in Germany match at plus 430. Is this total basis Tavori or is this like TB? What is this? Plus 3,300. It's now 1,400. They're a better team if they didn't just play. Oh my goodness. I caught those last night. But then you say, hey, I'm going to send these, but they're going to lose because I'm on a cold streak. I probably should have jumped on them with you because you do win. Goyas, 5-1 on the money line, all soccer. Team I said, "So stop letting the trash can Rockies get you down there. Trash cans. I'm not mad at going against Cole, but hell, for me, I need 2-1 before I'm exactly. But yet here they are at a 150 club. I was saying how the Orioles don't get any respect, and now they're at a 150 with a guy making his third start of his career, and they're a short little dog like this. More reason to like the O's today. More reason to like the O's. Aloha, all chat, or no, aloha, y'all. Stop Gio says, let's put the bookies out of business today. Listen, putting them out of business. I don't know if I want that because then, it's where are we going? Where are we going? Can't bet anymore. Lane says, I know it's not a pick, but Houston minus 118 has got to be a trap. Seems awfully low, but I'm not a sharp. It's low. Crochet has pitched well for the White Sox, and I had the Sox yesterday. This spot here, though, believe it or not, I want to maybe go to Houston. Hunter Brown had some bad starts early, kind of skewed his numbers. Look at his, you go over his last 8, 9 starts, he's had one. I think he gave up 6 in one game, 4 in the other. Everything else, he's been rock solid, believe it or not. And I'm a big Hunter Brown guy. He started out terrible. I'm like, oh man, this guy looks like trash. I got to get rid of his baseball cards. I'm gonna burn his little autograph jersey. He signed a jersey for my daughter. We're at a game. I mean, 9 runs in 2/3 of an innings. He starts the season, n- no runs allowed in 5 innings. 5 runs in three, 9 and 2/3. So 14 runs in 7 innings. It kind of skews you. 2 and 6, 3 and 4, 6 and 5. It looks bad. It looks bad. You know what? Calendar turns to May Lane. 2 and 4, 1 and 5, 4 and 5. That's his worst start. 2 and 6, 1 and 6, 3 and 6, 0 and 6, 0 and 7. So a bad April, a terrible April. I mean, it's not even terrible. That's just flat out awful. I mean, there's no arguing those numbers. And in fact, if we look from where he was in April to where he is now, I mean, it's basically two totally different pitchers. I mean, this is the guy who looked like a good young pitcher when he came up last year and just tired out and, hit the wall. .93 whip last 7 starts. An 11.84 ERA in April. All right. He had a 9.78 ERA coming into May. 9.78. It was 6.39. Now it's down to an even 5. He's dropped his ERA basically 5 from 9.78, 4.78 runs per game. So again, it's easy to just look at a blanket number of a guy's ERA or whatever and think, oh, it's this. And I think even the odds makers say, well, Brown hasn't pitched well. Crochet's pitched well. Houston doesn't score runs, even though they get hits. Honestly, if you want to do a little flyer on this one, I would say Houston run line, believe it or not, today. I'd rather look for a bigger payday. I mean, 118, I get it. You want to do a short little fave. I'm not going to hate you. You want to come in on the White Sox. I had the White Sox yesterday. I don't hate it. But you could take a 150 on Houston run line. I don't know. I think that would be I probably should have had it. I should have went all in today with a bunch of games. Davis says Omaha 48-20 AAA MLB. Groovy says Jesse was so right. Albania tied the game. Jesse. Yes, he did. Picks from Dave is in the house. My guy Dave. How are you, David? Dave, I got to send you a link to something for our Southwest Assemblies of God University. It was an hour away from where I was driving, so I was like, I can't. Listen. I like you. I'm an hour out of my way. Add an hour to a 4.5-hour trip. And I did find a online store for them for the university, but they don't have jerseys. They just have T-shirts. Let me know if you want the link to that. Otherwise, if I'm up there in person, I'll look to see if they have actual basketball jerseys. But I think even in their school store there, I only saw some T-shirts. Maurice says, "Good afternoon, Maurice Louise. Tigers today versus the Atlanta Braves. Tariq Skubal and Mr. Lopez. He likes the D-backs run line today with P. Fatty against Patrick Corbin. You know what? I had the Nats in the chat here, but I ended up putting the Mets in as well. I should have left the Nats at plus 140. Nobody's giving Corbin a shot. Phillies run line, Suarez. I said this last night when I was with Gabe and Cam on Sports Grid. He is 12-2 to the run line. Take care of business. The Royals run line equals winning day. I'll tell you what, the Royals I had yesterday on the run line. Now they've dropped 3 in a row. Hold on 1 second here. I got to take Ah, all right. Sorry about that. Had to take the call. I'm trying to set something up for my mom, and she doesn't hear so well, even with the old hearing aid. So they call me. So back to the Royals. I don't want to even get involved with them on a run line here. With losing streak, I almost want to come in and say, let's do a. Almost want to take the A's on the money line. Believe it or not, there. It's just I don't know. I am not sure. Definitely not interested in a run line. We're on losing streaks. No, thank you with the Royals. Any college football or NFL futures you've hit already? NFL, I've got some games, but college, no win totals I've jumped onto. Although we talked a couple yesterday. We're talking about or was it yesterday? No, I was in a chat for the show I was on last night with Gabe and Cam, and I was like, I think Georgia repeats again. And then someone's like, "What about Ole Miss to win the SEC?" I like Ole Miss. Um, I could Ole Miss it up, sure, but not high on Michigan. I think Alabama. I don't want to get in Alabama. No, thank you. I haven't jumped into season totals on um, college football at all. And NFL, just I got some week one stuff down. But the calendar's about to change, and so I'll be jumping more into that, trying to get some. Uh, I don't know if I'm going to do any win totals or I don't know maybe win totals. I'll probably do a couple to win a conference kind of stuff race. But again, that's I'll get into that more another week or so. Um, Definitely have some preview shows. I don't want to put them up whether I do them sometimes before the season starts. Like that week, I release a bunch. Maybe I'll do them in July. Get some content going, as they say. T Money, forget the 1.5. You can get a draw on Romania to win a plus 170. It's part of the World Qualifiers. It's all summer long. Countries firing off for one another. Whatever. It's World Cups qualifiers. Dave says Scotland loses today. Not a fan of the Scots. Trade House Kennedy's in the house. Do I like the Pirates today? No, I like the under yesterday here. I want to come back on the under again today here with the Reds. It's in the chat. Under the 8. Sidewise, I think these teams are kind of even. There's my Reds under. I do like Hunter Green. Lines move to Pitt. I'm just hoping it's low scoring. Michael B's in the house. Welcome. Stop Geo. Phillies boosted money line minus 105. There you go. 105. That's better than laying a 180. Strohs with Hunter Brown. I just made the case for that. I was talking about that. Orioles money line. I've said that. Cole off the injured list. I mean, how he's coming out of rehab. At most, he's going to go 5 innings. Mets hot, hot, hot. What are they? 12-2 or something in the last 11-2 the last 13, 14 games. Diamondbacks Natty's over with Beef Fatty and Corbin. Twinkies minus the 1 with Ryan. I don't hate it there. Ronaldo Lopez record the win for the Braves at 205. Why not? Parlay Raggins K's. I like it. Scooble under 1.5 walks. All right, interesting. Look, I don't know Scooble's walk rates, but dark horse candidate for Lakers job. Yes. My first order of business, we're trading LeBron and AD. I tagged T Money in a post that LeBron Jr. posted. It was a picture of LeBron on the Mavericks. That was from Bronny Jr. Oh man, the Mavs, the Mavs draft Junior, LeBron's kid, and then LeBron opts out and goes to Dallas. Unbelievable. Michael B. He likes the Sox with Mr. Bello. Sure, why not? You've won 4 in a row. Gausman and the Jays are just. When are you trading Gausman? Are you waiting for him to get a couple good starts in a row to get better value? I think you get good value anyway for Gausman. People line up to get him. Barrios, Bassett. I think you can get some good pieces back. Mariners red hot, taking Woo and plus 130. I'm not going to say no to Woo Woo. Baltimore team total over 1.5. Yes, Michael. You said that last night. 1.5. I mean, come on. Over 3.5 game. Absolutely. I think they win. Davis says under 11.5. Same game yesterday. Omaha Storm Chasers. That is your squad, Davis. I got to find an Omaha Storm Chaser shirt. I'm going to wear it in here just for you. Nick Nasty's in the house. Good morning, Nick. Groovy says if Germany wins this game by more than a goal, and soccer, I'm sending some good old German potato salad, the best in the world, 300 on it. The old German potato salad. My kids like the loaded potato salad. My daughter actually, we had burgers last night. She took the potato salad and she put it in the microwave to warm it up. Like, what do you want, mashed potatoes? I don't even eat that crap. Detroit's not here to hit the like button. What I miss? You missed that the Tigers are going to lose today 4-1. Detroit Lightning. And they're just going to crush my win ticket. How's that for you? How's that for you? Would that be something you'd be interested in? Michael B says prop Carlos Correa total bases 140. Quan, he's been hitting the ball well, plus 120. Books have caught on to Ramos. His total bases are now even money. I'm going to sprinkle home run plus 350. They're minus money. That's not even money. It's a minus. T.Y. says can't take Ole Miss until they get a second type defense, but they always have an offense. Yeah, sec, dude. Oh my goodness. SEC type defense. I don't know. If we're looking at the number, maybe worth a shot on some Ole Miss. I gotta jump into. I gotta get some college football going pretty soon. Today's big thing, not college football. I'm gonna remove the desk back and get the llama behind me. Detroit Lions already bet the Rams 3.5 versus the Lions. I'm torn on that one. Like I want to take the Rams because everybody's gonna be hyped up on the Lions, but the 3.5. How many times I tell you? 3.5. I just want to take the faves in those 3.5, 7.5 spots. Ramon Scott. You can see Ramon. Goal. Alamania. Ramon says the Mets streak may end today. Mayor McCheese is throwing out the first pitch for the Rangers. Here's the thing with the Mets. Like, you have a team, and this is again, they're 11-2. They've won 7 in a row, putting up runs with 7 runs, 12 runs. They're scoring, come from behind, big win on the road yesterday. You think they're dead in the water, down 6-2, whatever. And yet the Rangers, like, do you want to take the Rangers at even money, minus 105, 110, whatever it is? It's basically a pick'em type game. They are 4-10 their last 14. So the last 2 weeks, terrible. I would rather just have the Mets, and if the Mets lose, hey, I'd rather lose 105 on a team that's feeling good about themselves than think a team can't lose another game. You know? And I like the Rangers. I don't want to I'm not trying to put money on a team that's on a losing streaks. Detroit says the Pistons will throw more money my way as opposed to the Lakers. The funny thing is that the Pistons are paying more to Monty Williams than the Lakers offered Hurley, and people are shocked at Hurley. I mean, I didn't think Hurley would go there anyway, but I mean, Monty to the Lakers. There you go. Monty's going to the Lakers. I said that to Team Money on the X. Eric's in the house. Higgs, after last night's Baltimore loss, why not just go back on them today? Sounds the same, but I'm dumb enough to do it. I like Baltimore today. We got them here in the chat. They're chatted up. And if it's a spot rehabbing, that's fine. You dominate a bunch of minor leaguers, Cole. You look good, but you're not coming in here and going 7 or 8 innings. They're not going to do that. That's not happening. Michael Bay. I mean, the Pistons are a hard position there, and free Cade Cunningham. It's a bad team. And this guy's hurt too, anyway. There's another guy. These athletes hurt all the time. I saw something came across my timeline, and it said Willie Mays gone too soon. Dude, the dude was 93. He's 93 years old. Gone too soon. I never saw Willie. Like those older guys, like him and Aaron and um, the Mantle crew, like that whole generation. Uh, Even for like card collecting, it's like it'd be cool to have them. They're way out of my league. I mean, I could go back to maybe some even like late '70s guys. Like who am I cheering for? Like Pete Rose played more in the '70s and '80s. But you look at that guy's numbers. He's the only guy with 300 steals and stolen away bases. Right? I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's. I know they say that um, Ruth, right? It's like Ruth gets the best ever because he was a pitcher and a hitter. I don't know, man. Mays' numbers are pretty wacky. I mean, I guess he gets 700 with Ruth, the homers and pitching, but it's Willie Mays. You're not gonna see nothing like this cat. I mean, they're saying we won't even get guys who win 200 games ever again. 200 wins. How are you gonna have a guy put up these kind of numbers? I mean, I'm trying to find the one post. It'll come up, but don't need it anymore. But it was the no one. He's the only buddy. What is this one? Is this linked onto it? No, that's a different one. Now I'm just in a Willie Mays wormhole here, trying to find this thing that somebody posted. This guy's posting some old Willie Mays baseball cards. Look at this one. Most career home runs by right-handed hitter listed at 5'10" or shorter. Willie Mays 660, Ron Say 316. No one else even close. Yeah, Willie Mays. Where we are. The trailer says, "Free and please take his broke as down." He's hurt all the time, right? Detroit Lenny knows. I met Mr. Hayes, really. You're a San Fran guy, so you really got to like Willie Mays. That's a nice honor. Willie, Mickey, and the Duke. There you go. Willie, Mickey, and the Duke. We're singing songs now. We're singing songs, Ramon. I know that like you can't compare. Oh, these guys today can't play with. I mean, come on. Tell me this guy wouldn't be good today. Go to Baseball Reference and just look at some of these numbers. Although in today's world, they'd probably say that Willie Mays wasn't good. Right? Oh, he only won one championship. He's not good. Highest slugging righties with 3,000 hits. Willie Mays, 557. Hank Aaron, 555. Highest OPS ratings with 3,000 hits. Mays, 941. Alex Rodriguez, 930. Say hey, Willie Mays Hayes here. Willie Mays Hayes. Willie Mays was before my time, but he was revered in the Bay Area. Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff. Like baseball back in the day, it was just I don't know the guy, and this is all sports, right? You go guys that make a lot of money. You hear stories. These guys worked at like hardware stores, and they used to do the home run. I remember watching the home run derbies on ESPN. It was like Mays versus like Hank Greenberg or something. The winner gets $100. They're out there. You know, it's a different time. You know, guys were like in the city with people. You know, where now that ain't happening. It wasn't happening 20 years ago. I guess it sort of happened. Like Rodman would go to Vegas. Way too many cameras. I mean, today's world, they'd say Willie Mays wasn't. I mean, they'd be like, well, if you let's bring up the wars of these guys, and actually, Claudel Washington had a better 2-year run than Willie Mays during this season. That kind of nonsense. I was talking to Russ and Jesse were doing a show today, and I was like, Russ is a big um, Yankee guy, and I said that the war people said that Ellsbury was better than Stanton in his Yankee regime. Come on. I mean, I'm not a big Stanton lover. Guy's unhealthy, but Ellsbury, remember Ellsbury here as a Yankee? And the discussion was because we're talking about Boston being overrated, and Jesse was like, "Hey, man, they're saying this is a top team of all time." I'm saying no. Ross wants to get into the numbers of the whole statistic size of different things and how they weigh um, efficiencies and stuff. And then I had bring up Ellsbury being better than Stanton. Like the numbers are fine, and I like my numbers. Like right, I mean, how many times come in here? Don't look at the line. I just got to take it. That's fine. Uh, Baseball numbers. I mean, do you want Garrett Cole, or would you want? And I think I brought it up here in the chat. I took a picture of it the one day. It was um, somebody on the Royals. Cole won a Cy Young, and somebody on the Royals had a better WAR than him that year for the Yankees. He had struck out 300 guys. I grew up watching Bonds, Kent, there's Dusty Baker teams. There you go. I in the again, I was more watching a lot of baseball in the 80s, right? I played baseball when I was younger. I do my little 80s baseball cards I love. So, like, I'm like Jeffrey Leonard, Will Clark, Matt Williams kind of squads. Like, Bonds and Kent were early 90s. Still, I mean, how is it Jeff Kent in the Hall of Fame? Oh, he's mean. He's mean to us. We can't vote for him. Kurt Schilling's mean. He says mean things. I mean, didn't Ty Cobb like go in the stands and beat a guy with a baseball bat? Jeff Kent should be in the Hall of Fame. Best second baseman of the generation. If you're the best player at your position for a decade, 7, 8 years in a day, how the heck aren't you in the Hall of Fame? Go look at Jeff Kent's numbers. It's like Dale Murphy. One guy hit 300 home runs in the 70s. Two guys hit 300 home runs in the 80s. It was Mike Schmidt and Dale Murphy in the 80s. Michael B. Not a lot going on today. All the games I'm betting don't start till later. It's weird not going to work in the middle of the week. Not sure what to do myself. Well, you could just jump in live here on the Braves. We got bottom one. They got a couple guys on. Jump in ahead of yourself. We got a Germany score here apparently. Let's see. Let's go to the live. Bases juiced for the Braves in the first inning. Not going to help my 3-pack today. I got under 7.5 in this Brave game, and we're loaded up here. Um, in the first inning. Let's see. Get a live number here. Warming up St. Louis and Miami. Look at the spread on this thing. 170 St. Louis plus 125 Miami. Unbelievable. What is happening here in Atlanta? I'm looking for a Brave run line. Can I get something here? Probably like a 150. End of first inning. Baseball Hall of Fame's a joke. No Rose, Bonds, Ken Clemens, Sosa, McGuire. I mean, you cannot tell a story of the 80s man baseball with all those guys. Listen, Rose, Bonds, Ken Clemens, absolutely in there. Big Mac, I'd probably put in there. Sosa, I don't think Sosa's a Hall of Famer. I mean, he had the cork bat. I mean, the roids part, I mean, you can't. How do you put Big Pappy in there? He's in there, but A-Rod's not in there. Jeff Bagwell's in there, but Gary Sheffield's not in there. Piazza's in there. What are we talking about? You can't pick and choose. Oh, you like guys. I put guys who are nice in there. Manny Ramirez isn't in. I mean that guy actually failed 2 drug tests, but he won't get in. Jim Tomei, think that guy was a roid guy. Is it the Hall of Fame? Is it the Hall of Famous people? Is it a Hall of Statistics? Hall of Nice People? Hall of Winners? Put Paul O'Neill in there. The Hall of Winners? Is it a Hall of Statistics? Hall of Fame. It's fame. It's famous. Don Mattingly's not in there. Doc Gooden. I mean, guys who dominated for a few years. Why aren't they in there? Faces of franchises for years. Make a decision, people. What are we doing here with the Hall of Fame? Desmond, had the pleasure of seeing Rose at autograph meet and greet. Jerk? Was he a jerk? Really? Michael B. Ken was never attached to Royd, so I don't understand why he didn't make it. The guy won MVP. He's hitting 40 homers second base on a winning team. Yeah, but he wasn't he wasn't friendly to the media. Not a media guy. And you know how it is. You're not gonna be nice to a bunch of geeks who never played baseball and they think they know better than you. We can't vote for a guy to be a unanimous decision. I mean, you couldn't make a. You were one of the kids in Little League who played half of it. You don't win Little League. Everybody gets to play, right? But you had kids on the team because there's so many kids joined up where kids played half a game. Like that, these guys are guys who played half a game, and they weren't even like the first half starters. They had to come in the 5th inning, play the last 3 innings of a baseball game. I started. I was a starter, baseball guy. Got some All-Star trophies when I was young. And if I was a sports writer today, I wouldn't be like, oh, he's mean. I'm not going to vote for him. Oh, no one could ever get in on the first ballot. What kind of crap is that? Michael B. Met Rose in LA. He gets a hotel. He was really nice to me. First thing he asked me was where I was from. I told him. He told me he loved the horse track there. Fabulous. That's a Pete Rose story right there. Makes sense. Oh, man. Petey Rose. And again, I didn't watch a lot of Pete Rose. No. Pete Rose was on the Expos. My favorite Expos got to be who? Tim Raines, Dawson, Gary Carter. How good are those early 80s teams? I feel like finding some nice 1982 baseball cards to go through and reminisce about. Although I have to actually go through. I got boxes of cards I got to start going through this summer, get rid of. All right. Reds under 8 underway. Mets minus 105, Orioles plus 145. We're going to Texas Mets ribby action. Nemo 2-1, Martinez plus 125, Alonso plus 140, Mentos plus 150. I wanted a Francisco, a little catcher action. Alvarez for the Mets was not posted on the DK. So there's that. But all right, enough of it. Well, we got one more from Michael B. Mike Bibby was a jerk. He and his team down walking around Sacramento like a bunch of whatevers. Mike Beebe we were not a Mike Beebe fan, huh? I don't think he's a Hall of Famer though. So he does not rate in the conversation. Mike Bibby, not a Hall of Famer. Joey Bell's a Hall of Famer. That guy was a beast. All right. I'm out of here. Good luck in your plays today. Maybe I'll come back for a little live baseball card stuff around 7 tonight. We'll see how we go. I got to rearrange the room though. But maybe we'll be back. Keep an eye open. Notification bell's on. Either way, I'll be back tonight. Have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.